What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ajen back again for another Outerplane video. And for today, it's a first time for me to be making a character guide or character review on the airport. Yes, as you can see in my background, I am currently in my waiting area, waiting for my plane because I'm going for vacation. Yeah, some of you might not know I'm going for vacation for 3 weeks. So there might not be content in the span of 3 weeks. Yeah, because I will be celebrating my Christmas holiday with my family, with my loved ones, with my in real life waifu. Yeah. So today I'm going to be sharing to you guys everything I know about Karen, her strength, her weaknesses, her best builds, her best teammates, yada yada. Just take note that these are just based on my opinions and based on my playtesting with her. So take it with a big grain of salt. So, Caren is the newest 3-star character to be added into the game, and design-wise, looks gorgeous. Yeah, she looks really good. But what about her skill set? Her skill set, in my honest opinion, is a bit weird, as I've said in my first impressions. But it's weird, but it's strong. Yeah, her kit is really strong. Especially if you've seen my arena showcase earlier. Although that showcase was a bit scuffed because I was at work and was interrupted by my colleagues there. So apologies for that one, but that is the only time I can showcase and make an arena showcase of her during the day, because as I've said as I've said, I'm going to be busy in this Christmas holidays. So yeah, Karen skill set really nice. If I'm going to summarize it, she's something like Canon but AoE. Yeah, with AoE attack, which is kind of absurd in my honest opinion, because Canon already hits really hard with her single target attacks, especially her skill 3 and her counter attack, the S2. But Karen also is a monster because Karen is also a defense scaler, even though her skill 3 does not scale directly through defense. It's still very strong because it has some defense penetration. As you can see here, this skill's damage dealt increases proportional to defense. Oh, no wonder instead of attack. Yeah, I thought in the patch notes it's not like this, it's not worded like this. So they worded, it's a mistranslation. So now that, no wonder she hits really hard. No wonder she hits really hard. I just noticed this one because earlier I was not reading the skill set when I was playtesting her in arena. But now that I've seen this one for my review, I can definitely and confidently say that Karen is very strong. Especially she hits AoE, attacks all enemies. Very nice. A skill that scales with defense and also has some ignore defense is OP in my honest opinion. In my dictionary, in my vocabulary, it's very OP, very powerful. And if Canon is powerful and OP in my honest opinion, Karen also is powerful just like Canon. Yeah, very strong. Her skill 2, it has some 2 effect. One is a passive and one is a triggered effect. So for the passive, increases the priority by 10%, and after defeating an enemy, increases priority by an additional 20%. So if she kills an enemy with her, let's say skill 3, she will gain priority by 20%. And if she finish attacking by her S3 or S1, she gains 10% priority. Even though she does not defeat the enemy, it's still a priority gain for her, and I think that is a good boost to her because since she is a striker, she's a bit slow. Yeah, her base speed is very slow, and having some priority boost to her skill set gets her to do to take her turn a bit early. Excuse. The triggered effect, although this one is conditional, you need an teammate that can also do AoE attack. Her best teammate in my honest opinion, as you've seen in my showcase, is Ginella. Yeah, Ginella, since Ginella has some AoE attacks and really fast also, she can definitely activate this one. And when she activates this one, she will be stealing some buffs. Not only that one, since she is since this one is also going to attack the enemy, she will also gain some priority. Meaning that she will take the turn a bit faster even though her base speed is a bit slow. Very nice skill set with this one. Her skill 1, just like Rona or Ginella, attacks two enemies when an enemy is defeated, recovers health of the caster by 30%. So some form of life steal, but this one is a bit weak compared to her skill 3. Although this one is still very strong because it is scaling through defense instead of attack. Yeah, very nice. The burst effects are reduce critical damage for burst skill level 1. Burst skill level 2 increases penetration by 30%. This one meaning it ignores defense. And then increases damage right after the skill. Does not trigger counter attack, revenge, or agile response. Because a lot of characters are since she's debuffing with the reduced critical damage here, some characters might activate their or might trigger their counter attack, revenge, or agile response, just like Distella, Monad Eva, something like that. So the burst skill level 3 is a really good one also, because this one very nice. The opponent will not be able to act when she uses the burst skill level 3. For gear, you just need to build there with as much defense as you can. As you can see, my defense here is 6,400, HP 10,500, speed does not matter, but if you can build there with a bit high speed, then way better. Crit chance 100%, critical damage 252%. Since she is a DPS, you might want to capitalize on increasing your Caren's critical chance, critical damage for more DPS output. This one is a bit low because the critical damage is only 250. Best probably is around 300. Or if you want to obtain that one, why like this? If you want to obtain that one, you should be bringing a critical rate buffer, something like Tamara or even Valentine. If you're having trouble with the gear requirements, so bring a buffer just like that. Don't bring an attack buffer because she does not scale with attack. She scales with defense. So if you have a teammate that can increase the defense also, just like I think Nene can increase defense. Really, that is a really good partner to Caren. Also, I think excuse the weapon from the mages, yeah, can also increase defense. So you don't really need to bring a dedicated character that increases defense. Having a healer like Nella or even Monad Eva, which is pretty much everywhere in arena or even in PBE, can already increase your Karen's defense by 50%. Very nice. And since we are talking about the teammates for Caren that can especially help her and boost her potential, healers like Nella and then Monad Eva are the way to go in my honest opinion. Those two are very strong. Those two combinations are still also really hard to beat in arena unless you have some really nice high-end gears. And then if you have some really nice counters to them, end game counters to them, But still, for average to below average players that does not have those kind of gears, they will have a hard time fighting against those two. And if you have Caren, which is a bruiser, because she is very very tanky also. Yeah, she is very very tanky, even though she is a DPS. Just take note that her main weaknesses is crowd control. Yeah. So let's now go to the crowd control. Also, the AOE partner, best partner is Ginela. I've already talked about that one. Ginela, Nella, and then Moradeba plus Caren are the core team for Caren in my honest opinion, just by my play testing on her. Her weaknesses are just crowd control. Yeah, if she gets crowd controlled, she's really easy also to get crowd controlled. And if your opponent is bringing something like a crowd controller like Ginela and then some really powerful DPS, then your Caren might not be able to survive that long. That is probably one of her only and main weaknesses in my honest opinion. You should be getting her what do you call this, her exclusive equipment, because this one is also really really good. This one has some ignored defense, and also she will be getting some stats from the gems. You can use gems to increase her stats even further. Very very nice. For the talisman, just any with defense percent here. Recovers 30 action points when using an ultimate. This one is for PvP. You might want to be using something like the Vanguard's Charm. Yeah, if the opponent is using some AOE characters, then she will gain more AP than for her burst 3 or burst 2, which makes her really really good also. Well, to my conclusion, I think Caren is not a must summon, but a really really good character to have nonetheless. Yeah, she is like Canon but AOE. Yeah, Canon but AOE. So I think she's way better than Canon in that regard. But Canon is still way way powerful with regards to a single target attack, to single targeting an opponent. But to each of their own, it depends on your preferences. But having Caren in your account is really really good in my honest opinion. Just get one copy, then farmer shards on the shard dungeon. She is not a must summon in a way, in a sense that she is not a meta breaking character. But as I've said, just get one copy and your account, you will see some really nice contribution from Canon to your account. Well, I think that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you can help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace.